Understanding breech position at 29 weeks.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about an important topic in pregnancy, the breech position of a baby at 29 weeks. This is when the baby's bottom or feet, instead of their head, are positioned to come out first during birth. Understanding the risks associated with this condition is vital for the well-being of both the mother and the baby.
What is breech position?
Breech position is when the baby's feet or bottom are facing down towards the birth canal, rather than their head. This is opposite of the usual head-first position that most babies assume before birth. While this position is common earlier in pregnancy, most babies will turn to the head-down position by the time they're ready to be born. At 29 weeks, there's still a good chance your baby will flip on their own.
What are the risks at 29 weeks?
If your baby is in a breech position at 29 weeks, it's generally not a cause for concern. Most babies will turn into the correct position before birth, particularly if this is not your first pregnancy. However, if the baby remains in the breech position as you get closer to your due date, there can be some potential risks. 1. Difficult labor. Breech births can be more complicated and may require a cesarean section, C-section. This is because the largest part of the baby, the head, is delivered last, which can complicate the birth process. 2. Cord prolapse. This is a rare condition where the umbilical cord drops, prolapses, into the vagina ahead of the baby. This can cut off the baby's oxygen supply and is a medical emergency. 3. Birth defects. Some babies are in a breech position because of birth defect or another issue that prevents them from turning head down.
What to do if your baby is in breech position?
While it's normal to feel worried if your baby is in a breech position at 29 weeks, it's important to remember that there's still plenty of time for your baby to turn. Regular checkups with your healthcare provider are essential to monitor the baby's position. If your baby remains in a breech position as your due date approaches, your healthcare provider might try certain procedures to turn your baby or discuss the option of a C-section. Keep in mind, though, that every pregnancy is unique, and what works best will depend on your particular situation. In conclusion, a baby being in a breech position at 29 weeks is not unusual or inherently dangerous. However, if the baby remains in a breech position as the birth approaches, it can lead to a more complicated delivery. Therefore, regular monitoring and consultation with your healthcare provider is crucial. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there's plenty of expert help available to ensure the best possible outcome for you and your baby.